We all have that one drawer in the freezer, the mysterious frozen zone where forgotten meals go to hibernate. There's probably a bag of broccoli that's older than your Wi-Fi password, a couple of dumplings that survived the last power outage, and maybe, just maybe, that one container you swore you'd eat tomorrow. But here's the question. Are those foods still healthy? Or has the freezing process murdered all the vitamins and nutrients inside? In other words, when you eat frozen food, are you eating something alive with nutrition or just a colorful block of icy sadness? Let's thaw this out. First, freezing food is one of the oldest preservation tricks humans ever invented, not counting your grandma's just dried in the sun method. Modern freezing is fast, efficient, and surprisingly scientific. The goal is simple: to slow down the things that make food spoil: bacteria, enzymes, and chemical reactions. When food is frozen quickly, the water inside turns into tiny ice crystals, locking everything in place like time travel for your dinner. In this state, bacteria go dormant, enzymes chill out, literally, and most chemical changes hit pause. Sounds like a miracle, right? But hold that thought, because freezing isn't magic. It's chemistry. Let's talk nutrients. Vitamins, especially vitamin C and some B vitamins, are the most fragile of the bunch. They hate heat, light, and oxygen, and yes, even freezing can mess with them a bit. When vegetables are blanched, briefly boiled before freezing, which is standard in the food industry, some nutrients escape into the water. That's already a small loss before the food even hits the freezer. Then, over time, a slow decline continues. Even in the cold, some vitamins quietly fade away, like that one friend who ghosts your group chat but still watches your stories. But here's the twist. The losses are not as bad as most people think. In fact, many studies show that frozen vegetables can have almost the same nutrients as fresh ones, sometimes even more. Wait, what? How is that possible? Here's why. Fresh food isn't always that fresh. That carrot sitting pretty in your fridge might have been harvested 2 weeks ago, shipped across countries, and sat under fluorescent light at the grocery store before you even picked it up. Meanwhile, its frozen twin was harvested, blanched, and frozen within hours, locking in most of its nutrients right away. So in some cases, frozen veggies actually beat fresh ones that took a long vacation through the supply chain. But of course, not all nutrients handle the freeze the same way. Vitamin C, think broccoli, spinach, peas, tends to drop a bit faster. Fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K are tougher. They barely flinch in the cold. Minerals like iron and calcium, they're basically chill. They don't care if it's 25 degrees Celsius or negative 20 degrees Celsius. They're solid, literally. Still, time is the real enemy. Freezing slows down nutrient loss, but doesn't stop it completely. Keep your frozen food for months or a year, and yes, the nutritional quality will slip a little. Imagine it like keeping a selfie in your phone gallery. The picture's still there, but the excitement fades with time. And here's something few people realize. The freezer itself matters. Every time you open it, warm air rushes in, moisture forms, and tiny ice crystals melt and refreeze. That cycle causes freezer burn, which can dry out the food and can damage texture, flavor, and sometimes even a bit of nutrition. It's like your lasagna went through 10 winters without a jacket. Now let's talk about the ready meals section, the colorful boxes that promise dinner in 3 minutes. Technically, they're frozen food too, but nutritionally, that's another story. Most frozen, prepared meals are high in sodium, fat, and preservatives because that's what keeps them tasty after thawing. So while freezing itself isn't the villain, what's inside the package can be. A frozen pizza is still pizza. The ice didn't magically turn it into a salad. So if freezing isn't the problem, what's the right way to do it? Here are the freezer commandments, according to food science, and a few frozen disasters I may or may not have caused myself. Number 1. Freeze fast. The faster food freezes, the smaller the ice crystals, and the better it will taste and look when thawed. That's why commercial flash freezing works so well. Your home freezer is slower, so don't overload it with warm food at once. Space equals speed. Number 2, keep it airtight. Air is the enemy. It causes oxidation and freezer burn. So wrap your food tightly or use vacuum-sealed bags. Bonus, it feels oddly satisfying. Number 3, don't freeze forever. Freezing doesn't make food immortal, it just hits pause. Try to use frozen fruits and veggies within 8 to 12 months and cooked meals within 3 months. After that, your chicken curry turns from yum to ancient relic. Number 4, thaw smart. Never thaw food at room temperature unless you enjoy bacteria parties. Use the fridge, cold water, or the microwave's defrost setting, and never refreeze thawed food. Once it's thawed, the clock starts ticking again. Now, let's answer the big question. Are you getting nutrients from frozen food? Yes, mostly. The vitamins are still there, the minerals haven't gone anywhere. It's not dead food. Sure, some delicate nutrients fade over time, but in the grand picture, it's still very nutritious, especially compared to fresh produce that's been sitting around too long. The trick is to freeze quickly, store properly, and not let it live in your freezer long enough to see another election cycle. And here's the part most people forget. Frozen food isn't the villain of a healthy diet. It's the unsung hero of lazy nights and busy mornings. That frozen bag of spinach, it's saved countless dinners. The mixed berries in your smoothie, still full of fiber, antioxidants, and flavor. Frozen peas are basically tiny green time capsules of health. So no, freezing doesn't destroy all the nutrients. It preserves them, imperfectly but effectively. You're not eating empty calories, you're just eating smart convenience. The next time someone tells you frozen food is unhealthy, just smile and say, "Hey, my freezer's not a coffin, it's a time machine." Because in the end, freezing isn't about killing freshness. It's about keeping it alive just a little longer. And that's what food science is all about. Understanding how even the coldest meals can still warm your life. So go ahead, open that freezer and give that poor broccoli its moment. It's still got plenty left to give. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to WiseUse, where even frozen food gets the respect it deserves.